Welcome back. This is Lone Wolf, and we're playing Vintage Story 119.5 on a world that I created in 118.15. So we're out in the woods. I'm looking for forget-me-nots primarily for the apiary. Pardon me. And I'm going to try to complain not one time this episode. I did enough last episode to make anybody want to stop watching me. But I apologize then, I apologize now. I was upset. And now I'm not. It's like magic. Whoa! Already made it across that. Okay, a little geothermic activity. I'm not really in the woods like I was planning on being. You are not cabbage, you are carrot. I've got nothing against carrot. I'm just not interested in growing them. My food's already sorted out what I want, what I don't want. And carrot is great if I want to attract bunny rabbits. So I want to get back at, I want to get in the woods over here to the east. Because that's where I was finding lots of the flowers that I wanted. It's also dangerous there. Speaking of which, I better get to repairing my leather armor. PDQ. Or there won't be any leather armor. I hope you all had a good Easter, whether that's a religious holiday for you or just a holiday. Hope you enjoyed it. We had a good Easter in our family. Had a nice dinner together, and it was great. And the food was great too. And we didn't have ham. Traditional meat for Easter, but we didn't have it. Which was just fine. We did have some fantastic barbecue. We got deer out here? No. Okay. I don't know, whatever was served was delicious, and I enjoyed it completely, thoroughly, as did everyone else, from what they said. Enjoyed watching the grandchildren do their thing, the children as they are. It's fun to watch them growing up and doing new things and figuring new things out and turning their head to make sure that you were watching. Were you watching, Grandpa? Yeah, I was watching. I was watching. That's what I do the most when I'm around them, is just watch. It's fascinating to see their little brains at work. See them discovering new things for the very first time. seeing how they process all that information. At least that's how I see it. It's also fun to watch your children be parents themselves and see what some of their choices are as parents and how to raise children. I know when we became parents, my wife and I, somebody forgot to give us the handbook on raising children, so we kind of figured it out on our own. No handbook included. Of course, we were a little bit older than a lot of other people having newborns. I was 30 when I got married the first time, the only time. My wife was close to that age. So we had lots of time to observe others, their child-rearing experiences, and, you know, being the knowledgeable people that we were, we thought we had things figured out from watching what other people did, and realistically, yeah, I think we did have a head start because we actually did pay attention. But that's got nothing to do with having things figured out. So much you just don't have a clue about. You have to figure it out as you go. That's how it was for us as parents. And I think we were pretty successful. From my perspective, our children had a great childhood. We didn't have problems when they became teenagers. We had challenges to help them through as teenagers, but we didn't have rebellious, getting in trouble all the time, dash back at you and all that stuff. We didn't have that, so we were pretty lucky, but I think that partially comes from how you deal with them from the beginning. Letting them know what boundaries are there and things that will not be tolerated. I don't know. We were anything but perfect parents. But children seem to turn out just fine. Not without their struggles, of course. We're covering a lot of ground here and not seeing a lot of what I'm looking for, but now we're more into the forest that I was wanting to be in. And there we go. We've started my goal of bringing back a stack of sticks when I go out on these adventures. There are my flowers. I want my flowers. There are flowers. We're just really not seeing much of anything. Or not. I know as a viewer and be watching my videos, I see all kinds of things when I'm watching it after the fact that I didn't have time to see when I was the person actually navigating. So we're back at this guy. We had come through there. This is the forest that I wanted to get through. Well, let's wander around and just see what's out here. We're not having a highly successful flower collecting trip, but it could change in a heartbeat. And there's far more things that I would like than just flowers and sticks. Wow, when one rift do, let's have multiples right next to each other. Now we're out in the grasslands. So I saw the room from afar. I didn't think I cared about it. So far I'm right. Since we have some berries right here, I'm kind of going through the oranges because I'm pretty sure probably don't have a lot of age left on them. Yeah, they have plenty. Whatever. Here I'd love to see some soil that I'm interested in. High fertility or terra preta. That's actually what I'm really looking forward to right now. Hello, sheepies. You were hiding, weren't you? Well, the grass was hiding you. You're just laying down enjoying a nap. Probably grazed and have your bellies full and felt like a good time for a nap. And then I come running through and serve it all. Wasn't a goal. It just happened. Oh, there's 2 holes here. That was really not ready for me to go down yet. Holy cow. So there's no easy stepping into that one. Ram. No thank you, soybean. I have never grown soybean. I've never planted one. I've never done anything with it. I should probably learn more about it, and maybe I'll think it's important. But I do not currently think it's important. I believe that I'm taking advantage of the best foods in the game, the highest food values. But soybean is a protein substitute, so it might be better than peanuts. But I can tell you peanuts have a nice long shelf life. Give plenty of nutrition, I think. So I'm pretty satisfied. Cabbage. Nothing better than it that I'm aware of. And if you have to cook soybean, that might be why I'm not interested in it. If I have to cook it, it's not going to be on the top of my list of things to do. You have seen all the cooking that I ever do, and that is I'll bake bread. Otherwise, that's it. I'm not doing any cooking in the game. And do I seem like I've been starving? Nope. Malnourished? Nope. Doing just fine, thank you. Without making a cooking pot or a bowl or any of that stuff. No Crocs. But I also don't live in the cold climates, and I try to pick places where I can have year-round farming, so I don't have to preserve for the winter. Just keep growing and harvesting food. I live in the cold in real life. I have no desire to play in cold. My fantasy life. So I don't. You don't have to play in a world that you created just because you created a world. If it's not what you want, throw that thing away and go make another one. They're free. You're allowed to make as many worlds as you want. No limitations. But when you're making a new world, check it out. Make sure it's what you want. If you play 10, 15 minutes, an hour, and you figure out, no, I don't really like this, well, throw it away. Play on a world that you like. There's virtually an endless number of them. You have not met this man. We're all definitely a new world gen for me. So there will be no terra preta out here. But there could be high fertility soil. Treasure hunter, cool. Alright, you'll buy breads, you'll buy red meat, buy leather boots, and you sell metal parts if I need them. Okay, that's the normal price I would say for temporal gears, so cool. Nice to know you're here. Well, I am definitely a fair distance away from home. There's no quick running home. Well, we're very slowly making progress on the forget-me-nots. Just not very quickly. And that's okay. I'm certainly not complaining. Not about this. Yes, you know that I am more than capable of complaining. If you watched the last episode. But But I do tell you in the description that the episode doesn't really begin until 27 minutes in, so I give you fair warning. Let you know, hey, if you actually want to watch the episode, then skip all this nonsense. If you want to hear me whine and complain and go into creative mode and spawn in some calves and then set their generation. I think most people probably don't know how to do that part. Like going into creative mode and getting some calves, that should be pretty easy to anybody that's ever gone into creative mode. I don't know, but maybe not knowing the command to set their generation, that might have been it. To see what's out there. I am specifically looking to see if there's any dark chocolate soil out there, or any of the flowers that I'm looking for. Because what it looks like is we're getting into this nasty stuff, and I am not interested in that stuff. You can get it through it just fine, but you know what? I don't have to go through it. I absolutely am not going to go through it. I don't like it. I don't enjoy it. I would rather avoid it. Hello, little fox. You sure came down this hillside quickly. You're far more nimble than I. So we're in an area or near an area where wolves and bears could be. We've got some resin out there. Plenty of food that way. Oh. Black bear? Sun bear? What kind of bear was that? I don't really want to encounter him. So he ran one way, so I get to run the other way. Hopefully we don't meet each other. Alright, so we're in a granite area. But I'm just enjoying being in this beautiful place. Not wanting to run into bears and wolves, oh my. Happy to pick up a stick here and there. If I hadn't already picked up berries, I'd be picking up those blueberries. This definitely, everything about this says wolf and bear territory. We already saw the bear. Question is, where are the wolves and where are the rest of the bears? I don't actually want to know. I do like larch, but I haven't done any pre-farm actions thus far. Haven't got to the point where that matters to me yet. And I am just taking things slow on this Let's Play. I'm not feeling rushed to do anything. Taking care of the things that I think are most important. Whoa. Okay, wolf. You make me kill you, I will. Are you still just right on my butt? What is going on? Stupid cable getting underneath my mouse, and so here I am trying to steer and nothing's happening. The cable, don't get under my mouse again. Well, we found that there are wolves in here. Gee, shock of shocks. And I couldn't just walk back to where that wolf was because I was busy just trying to run and not get blocked by the forest. As far as I know, the wolf is back that way. Man, just having fun. Just having fun. Wandering through the woods, picking up sticks, finding an occasional flower, run into the occasional wolf, and try to not have an encounter with it. And the bear, too. I do prefer it open like this. More blueberries. I should check the temperature back at base and see where we're getting, and probably put my blueberries back in the ground. I don't know. I think I got tired of seeing them never do anything. So I just, well, they were also in the way of what I was doing. I think mostly I was just kind of disgusted by the whole situation. Even though I understood. And even though I found a place to get my berries and have them grow. It is nicer to have them just right there by your house. Of that there is no doubt. Oh, 2 more sticks and I've got me a stack. When I get a stack, no reason to not start making a second stack. Right now I'm trying to look ahead and not be surprised by wolves and bears, oh my. Wow. Yeah. I thought about attacking it. You do see what I'm looking at, yes. If that were a sun bear, there'd be no question. I'd just leave it alone, because it'd leave me alone. Big just stood up over there. But I can't see it now. Oh, there. Back here. Okay, it's a cow. Wow. Walked, I've walked to where my translocator from my house goes to. Same bear? I think so. So maybe instead of walking all the way back, I'll walk over to the translocator. Go home that way. I'll hitch a ride home. Well, there we go. There's some dark, deep chocolate, German chocolate cake right here. Terra preta, really. Would not have guessed that this part of the world had been generated in 118 before. It came to 19. Certainly not going to complain about it. This is a nice sized deposit too, by the way. Oh. Wow. 41 pieces. I suspect that that is all of it. Wow. I am the luckiest vintage story player in existence. I feel that way sometimes. particularly on this map. This map has just been amazing to play on. Oh, cornflower. So if you look at cornflower and read about it, it is a flower that comes from where Tyron and Sarah, the owners of this game, where they live. And it has an interesting history. And I recommend reading about it. Definitely learned something you never knew before. Or at least certainly I did. Oh boy, look at that. Oh wow. Wow. That's pretty cool looking. Am I hearing little wolves or what am I hearing? Sounds like small mammals crying. But not howling, so I don't know what I'm hearing. I think that I'm heading towards this. That is a long way. That's okay, it's a long way home too. And I'm not in a hurry. I'm just enjoying the world. I don't feel like I get to do enough of this. There's so many chores at home you have to take care of if you want to enjoy your life, your vintage story, I think. If you want a comfortable place to live, you want the place to look decent, you want food ready for you when you're hungry, you want to be able to make the good weapons, you've got to have fire clay and fired bricks and everything else. So there's a lot to do in the game besides play and explore. Although I think you could almost just do that too. There are so many resources. I know I've gone a long time without having to worry about having a base and a farm and everything because there's so much food that the land provides freely. But then you won't be picking cornflowers and all your favorite things. You'll be busy surviving, and that's okay. That's just a different way to play. One of the things that's cool about this game is it's an open world. You can probably find a way to play most any which way you'd like to. I didn't even know there was such a world that you could create called the Snowball World. I had no idea that was a different world type. But I have created that. I've seen other people playing it. Ennis comes, is it Ennis? I think that's his name. Anyways, he comes to mind. Oh, you see the polar bear? I sure did. If you can't see him, we need to go get your eyes checked. And I need to avoid him. Oh, right into another one. Did you see the other one? Yeah, now I've got one growling at me. That thing comes after me, I'm a dead man. Absolutely, period, end of statement. No questions about it. Yeah, I've killed polar bear before. But I also had steel plate and steel weapons and all that. I'm wearing leather right now that needs to be repaired. I did repair my clothes, so I shouldn't have problems with the temperature right now. Not that it's particularly cold, because, oh, that's a brown bear. Did you see the brown bear? I don't know if you saw it. He just kind of did something with... Oh, shh! Oh! Go, wolf, go. Oh my gosh. Hey, we saw the brown bear. He's gonna kill me. I am a dead man. Unless I can find a way to weave in and out of this crap and lose him. I can't get in the water. He will outswim me every time in the water. I'm doing everything I can. If I turn to fight him, I will be a dead man. Just like I am. Well, that ends this episode. It's a lovely note to end on. Breathe deep. Thanks for watching. I had fun playing. And there he's showing off. He's taunting me. If you like what I'm doing, consider subscribing to my channel, won't you? And thanks to all those who have. Not one, but two. Is that a cow? I got a cow walking over me. If you like the video, click on that like button. Let the world know you liked it. If you have any comments or questions, by all means, share those in the comments. And come watch again the next one with me, won't you? Thanks. Goodbye.